Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. This video is for you if you're a Cancer, rising sign or sun sign, and this is 2021 astrology prediction for you Cancer. So let's begin. So the year 2020 for you Cancer has been a year where the focus was a lot on your relationship, your personal relationship, your one-to-one interaction with your partner mostly, because 7th house is where Saturn and Jupiter both were transiting in 2020. Now Saturn has been in your 7th house since December 2017 and only left your 7th house in 2020 December, just a few weeks back. Now, the last 3 years, your committed relationship, your one-to-one relationship, went through tremendous amount of pressure. And the ones that have survived this period has really opened you up emotionally and even maybe made you more invested and more focused in that area. Not that you were not already invested in it. You're an emotional sign, Cancer. Your relationship is important for you. You do invest in your relationship a lot. But your partner may have been seeing things differently, and thus it maybe required a greater focus from your side on your relationship. Pluto also has been in your 7th house since 2008. And it's there till 2024. Pluto in 7th house is completely transforming your house of relationship. It's been slowly digging in and transforming your marriage and partnership, and really bringing about a change in that area. Now in 2021, get ready for experiences that will really heal you from inside out. So under this conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, that it will happen in Aquarius, in your 8th house, you will need to renegotiate what you share with others versus what you keep for yourself. After this process, your heart feels more whole than it has been in a long time, Cancer. So Saturn and Jupiter both are in your 8th house in Aquarius for the whole year. Jupiter is there for the 12 months, but Saturn stays in your 8th house beyond 2021 for about 2.5 to 3 years. Now both these planets in Aquarius in your 8th house forms a kind of a disagreeing aspect to your sign. So what does the 8th house mean? Let's see. The 8th house is the house of your intimacy. It's the house of other people's impression of you. It's also the house of your shared resources, financial support, and inheritance. Now, Saturn in the 8th house makes you come face to face with other people's perspective of you and how you maintain your own integrity about it and how you deal with it. So if you have been relying on others emotionally or even financially, this transit will make you stand on your own feet. So matters like joint finances, any debts or loan will need addressing during this time. You may also learn to cooperate and rely on others to reach your own personal goals during this time. So this transit will make you see what is most important to your growth and well-being. Jupiter in 8th house is not in a great position. Planets in 8th house do pose challenges. You may be faced with situations regarding your expenses and inheritance. So the conjunction is about some serious lessons when it comes to depending on other people, whether it is emotionally or financially. But be assured that this transit and these challenges will really strengthen your inner warrior, and you will be more open to new ways of healing and even connecting with people. Now, Saturn in 8th house forms a square aspect to Uranus in your 11th house. So, and this square aspect will occur 3 times in 2021. Square is an aspect that can provide tension and restriction, but the obstacles that you face leads to something productive. You can build upon that through your own focus and energy. So for you, Cancer, the necessary changes that you are wanting to make to liberate yourself may be faced with restriction due to power struggles and unexpected changes to your joint finances or past economic situation that has not been resolved. Uranus is in your 11th house of social circles and friend circle and acquaintances, and any future projects that you have or want to undertake. Now, from here in the sign of Taurus, it's forming a harmonious aspect to your ascendant, to your rising sign, to your sun sign. So a new social circle or a business network may present itself to you. Old connection may be put on a back burner as you seek more authentic connections during this period. You have a new vision of the future and you seek groups that will open your mind and give you more freedom, and that may be able to help and support you during this time, Cancer. So it's important to be open to the idea of networking and making new connections, and all these new connections, these new encounters in your life during this time will really help you for your growth and to achieve what you want to achieve. So Neptune is in your 9th house, and it's been there since 2012 and remains there until 2026. So Neptune is in Pisces, and it's in the house of your belief system. Your worldview will become less rigid, making you more inspired and idealistic during this transit. It's a long transit, but obviously during the whole period, you may want to get away from your mundane life and put your trust in someone at the cost of even great sacrifice. So you need to be careful of not giving up too much of yourself just for the sake of people pleasing. Now, Pluto is in Capricorn in your 7th house since 2008. So Pluto here wants you to get back in control of your own destiny, Cancer. It is in your relationship house, so issues of power and control within relationship need some work. This transit in 7th house is mostly about finding a balance between your independence and identity versus influence of other people over you. So Pluto transforming your 7th house of relationship is really making you see whom you can trust and whom you can rely on, and how to balance that out with your own personal growth and your own independence and identity. So the lunar nodes are on your 12th house and 6th house axis until January 2022. Now, with the North Node in Gemini in your 12th house, the focus until January 2022 is on healing, on closure, on intuition and inspirations, Cancer. Your hidden gifts will emerge during this time, and you may use it to help other people. I would say use the isolation and quiet times to really unleash your creative work. Spend time alone and enhance your artistic and spiritual gift during this time while your North Node is in your 12th house. It's really a time for spiritual growth and even mystical experiences. With South Node in the 6th house, it's time for self-care, to dedicate time to yourself, to your food habits, to your daily routine, and all this will keep you stay calm and productive during this period. So in a nutshell, I would say 2021 is a year of movement for you. So any stuck energy may be mobilized. You may be inclined to go on your own and by your own means. So it's important to prioritize yourself during this time, Cancer, and prioritize your relationship and see what serves you, what is important to you. Thank you for watching and have a great year.